Francisco as well as Lucchetti. I mean, those two players are going to be key coming off the bench. Well, this man right here, I mean, he has been a model of excellence. Ibrahima Haidara. And there was probably the most exciting point guard in international basketball. Nearly had a triple-double. Here's the matchup. Kanute up against the MVP of the Afrobasket. Time winding down for Abugaku. He's got to put up a tough three. Well, they've been shooting above 30% from the perimeter. With Abugaku from downtown. Very high release, tough to defend. Well, he's got to keep that under control. And again, they go very quickly. And Angola kind of go to the free throw line. That time Brasmachi just comes up with it. Angola keeps it alive. Well, good work by the MVP of the Afrobasket, and in the end, it becomes 2 more points in transition. Let's keep this one under control as Kanute finds a paint entry. Weighs up his options. Well, nice textbook post work, and again, brilliant move inside the paints. As they want to find an isolation, the Iverson cut by Celta Miguel. Well, ankle break at time, Celta Miguel for three, and obrigado boa notte. Ankle break at time by Celta Miguel. A task almost impossible that we've seen so far here for every Angola game. And that's just why Mighty Mouse always finds a way around the defense. Kanute gets a handoff. Finally gets it. Good offense. And there was a curl screen action. And as soon as he penetrated, Mamadou Sissoko is wide open. Well, Celta Miguel made his last shot. Diarra tries to close him out, but it's no avail. Celta Miguel coming out like a house on fire. Umar Ballo in the lineup. There's a penetration. A lot of contact. But in the end, tough finish. Double clutch. Kanute comes up. Turbo speed in transition, but he's going to have to bring this one out. He'll go for a quick three. It's up, and he buries this one. And now it's a one-possession ball game. Angola, Kanute. Put the moves on against Lucchetti. Made his last three, and he makes another one. Siri Iron Man Kanute. Kokila's wide open, doesn't get it from Lucchetti. Lucchetti loses it, and now here comes Mali. Here we go, fans. Well, he missed it. What transition hustle defense. Angola's offense discombobulated at the moment. Haidara off the bench, he'll go for three. And Mali, that's what I'm talking about. Threes in transition. Still a bit of time going here, but a potential 2-for-1 coming up for Angola. Good Dole gets around the defense. That time lays it up off the glass. Mambalo comes up with the screen. Haidara made his last three. Hits the top of the backboard. Mali almost got it. And now Angola can have the final play. Fernando goes in and clinically finishes. Later on, Egypt and Uganda will take place against each other looking for their first wins. As Islando Manuel knocks that one down. Islando. Two-possession lead is Kanute. Well, there's a turnover. Jindal comes up with it. A lot of contact. Counted. And Mighty Mouse, MVP of the Afrobasket, going to the free throw line. Well, this is what we saw Angola do against Uganda. Force a turnover. Drame goes to his left. Tough play, comes up with his own rebound. Finds Ballo. Ballo's got to go up with it. Again, tough play by the big fella. Well, backdoor play finds Drame. And that's a much better buildup from Mali. Well, you got to feed the beast. Feed the big man. Like many great Angolans, he's come through the system. Second free throw, no good. Kokila, offensive beat, rebound. Goes up, gets rejected. Kanute's made 2 threes. Doesn't get this one. Comes up with his own rebound. Finds Ballo, but turns it over. Now Angola have numbers. Dundao goes up, and oh, baby, showtime, Forza Angola. Well, here was the turnover. Get ready, open up the runway. Mighty Mouse with the diamond, Milton Valent. 10 points already from the turnovers. They'll go for another three, and that just calms it down for Mali. Beautifully tucked away by Mamadou Keita. Just putting on a showcase, a basketball battle at the moment. It's a baseline penetration, and a nice little jump hook by Milton Valent. That ball's all over the place. Shilde Dundol just able to keep this alive. Dundol penetrates. Balo with the rejection. Well, again, nice little jump hook by Bruno Fernando. Thou shalt be denied. Au revoir. Francisco penetrates, almost turned it over. Bruno comes up with it. Mighty bounce. Goes for another three. It's up, and he extends the lead denied. Afro basket champion. I'm almost also the most valuable player. Canute, another turnover. Dundol comes up with it. Has numbers. Finds Francisco, but he misses in transition. Now Drame wants to run, but he throws it away as Bruno Fernando makes it interception. And here comes Angola. Mighty Mouse, 3, MVP of the 2025 FIBA Afro Basket. Already 13 points to Shilde Dundol. And now it's a 12-point lead again here to Angola. And Balo gets fouled. And that might not be a bad foul by Eduardo Francisco. Balo has time, space, step through, goes in, finishes in the paint. Francisco crosses, the leg crosses over. Finds Miguel, he's made 2 threes. He pump fakes, finds time, space. Another three-pointer for Angola. Dundol working the screens, now penetrates in and around the defense, but he misses the layup. Fernando had the offensive board. Keita comes up with it. Good hustle by Canute. Mali want to cut it down to single digits. Canute has Balo. The help side's there, the foul's committed, counted! And the king of Mali, Big Balo, will go back to the free throw line. 8 points for Umar Balo. Hasn't missed a shot, but he can be cooled on at any point to kind of step in for Pep Claris' team. Canute penetrates, hangs in the air. Balo offensive board, pump fakes, goes in, and he's got to make that one. Canute, well, they left him wide open, big mistake. And that's just why as he knocks down his third three-pointer, and now he's got 14. Just trying to put the works on. Finds Balo. A lot of contact. Another and one. The king of Mali. He goes to his right. Gaku's got to help out. Idera penetrates. A little bit of a problem. Make it a third and one. Mali, at the moment, turning the tables. And it's the chief, Ibrahima Haidara, the most experienced. Gets that high screen coming from Plesio Castro. And again, rejection time. And now Mali can run. They have numbers. Drame finds Canute. Quick three. Doesn't get it. 23 points coming from Mali's bench. Only 11 from Angola. Canute attacks the gap. Little teardrop. And he gets that one to go. 16 tonight for Siri Ayaman Canute. Oh, good defense. Mali keep it alive. Still time here on the shot clock. Sissoko finds Drame, goes in, get it denied. Good defense by Cisse. Miguel finds a penetration, kicks out, and Cisse goes in with the big time Bamba Bamba. Mali want to run quick. They'll go in and make that the 8th assist for Siriman Canute. Bamba block. And here was the Bamba dunk. See, time expiring here on the shot clock. Miguel's made 3 threes already. Not going to get this one. Keita coming up with a rebound. But Drame just giving it away to Bamba Cisse. There's the play now. It goes in and finishes. And make that assist number 6. Keita just trying to deal with the full court pressure. This man-to-man presence, and here we go. Bon nuit, good night from Koulibaly Airlines. Well, Iron Man through the lob, and Koulibaly made the connect. As well as Bruno Fernando checking in. Canute looks to spin, goes in, simply unstoppable. Dundol wants to go for another 3, it's up, no good. Pulls comfortably into the hands of Abogaku. Canute. Jara trying to find separation. Wants to initiate contact, and just how did he make that one? His confidence has come to life. Celta Miguel kicks out, finds Bamba Cisse wide open, and he buries the three-pointer. Well, they come up with another offensive board. Dundol, time, space, 3. Levels things up at 60. Mighty Mouse. He's on fire tonight, fans. He's on fire. Zerman Kanute. And there is Iron Man's double-double. Unable to finish, but another offensive rebound for Angola. That goes out of bounds. Fourth still tonight here for Kanute. Could it be 12 assists? Yes, indeed it is. It hasn't been quite the same success for him as it was against both Egypt and Nes Dundal. Kicking out. Islando Miguel, tip in, finally gets it to go. Kanute back in the lineup. Finds Balo on the screen. Fakes the kick out, goes in. Big man finishes. Diarra finding Drame in the corner. Drame pump fakes. Goes baseline. Kicks out. Koulibaly pulls up in the mid-range and extends that lead to 5. Oh, it's going to be a turnover. Here we go. Look out below. Koulibaly. Two-handed jam. And he gives Mali their biggest lead of the game at 7 points. A rematch of the Afro basket. Calm here for Mali. Kanute puts on that speed, goes for another 3, and makes it a 10-point lead. Iron Man with 21 this evening. So Kanute now has 4 fouls. Dundal finds Kokila, goes in with a two-handed frame rocker. Well, that would be something for Mali basketball. The first time they met was back in 1999. Well, taking the paint there by Bruno Fernando. Dundal backs the paint. There's the kick out. Finds Islando Manuel. He's made a 3 tonight and makes another one. And all of a sudden, that 10-point lead now is disintegrated into a 1-possession ball game. Angola still in it. Haidara turns it over. Here comes Celta Miguel. Goes in. He's fouled. Kanute finds Haidara. He's made 1-3 tonight. Can't get this one. Angola now can reclaim the lead. Over 4 minutes played here in the 4th. Mighty Mouse. They go down low to Bruno Fernando. No fouls for Mali to give. Fernando bumps and he reclaims the lead for Angola. Angola now only 1 foul to give. 27 points scored from Angola from the turnovers. There's another one. Well, here comes Bruno Fernando. Bruno time! And obrigado from big Bruno Fernando. Under 10 here for Angola. Dundal gets that screen for Kokila, goes to his left. In around the defense, gets rejected. Wants to go up against Umar Balo. Well, Fernando trying to take a body with him. Milton Valet keeps this one alive. And in the end, it's put away by Kevin Kokila. Back to a 2-possession ball game. Mali came so close to coming up with possession. Remember, Angola don't have any fouls to give. Haidara can make it a 1-point ball game. Doesn't get it. Big rebound by Kevin Kokila. Time winding down here. Mali's got to get a stop. Dundal, the heavy 3, and that's going to be a 24-second violation. Well, they've advanced the ball. Kanute finds Koulibaly, can level things up. Oh, baby! Kanute finding Koulibaly, and that's been the connection tonight. 2027 FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. Koulibaly looking like Reggie Miller in a Mali national team jersey. Help side defenders getting ready. Kanute spins, goes up, and Siri Iron Man Kanute gives Mali a 1-point lead. Incredible scenes here in Alexandria. Penetrates, twist, turn, and the Iron Man gives them the lead. And could it be the first victory for Mali ever against Angola in 6 meetings? They want to go to Dundal. Mali don't want to foul. Kokila finds Shilde Dundal. Dundal, offensive foul. What a defensive play by Mamadou Diarra. Well, they got to get it inbound. They find Celta Miguel. Miguel going the length of the floor. There's a 3. They didn't get it off in time. Mali make history. For the first time in 6 meetings, they have defeated Angola.